Hello, Leo, my beautiful lions, my big pussycats. Welcome to Daughter of Wind Tarot. My name is Marbird, and I will be doing your reading. We are delving into how you're showing up in the world. And the readings are kind of going all sorts of different avenues, so I'm just rolling with it, but I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you do as well. You know, you are one of my favorite signs ever. Just all the signs are my favorite, but I have a warm spot for Leos, for sure. I attract them like nobody's business, so I won't date a Leo again. Certainly won't marry another one, but I have a soft spot. Oh, never say never, right? Okay. Let's get into this. Past energy for how Leo's been showing up in the world. Intuition. Wow. Out the gate. Out the gate, Leo. Look at you. I'm like, do we need more light? I don't know. Uh-oh. Or is that better? That might be... Or should I have both on? I can't tell. I feel like I'm really dark right now under the shade. Okay, that might be a little better, but you want to see the table. I don't know. It'll be fine. I'm being all weird. Me not using my intuition? Okay, let's get a... Sorry, Leo. Sorry about that. Woo! We got transparency and tenderness. Oh... Wow. So much like water, all of these blues. Like, look at this. Right? A lot of air, a lot of green, a lot of just like soft, very spring. Very, very spring. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Third eye chakra. Whoa. Okay, I'm not taking those. There we go. Okay, that fell in the past, so they wanted to give us a little more information. Wow, and we have duality here in the future. Look at this. It's like this amalgamation of all of these energies. I am going to do some clarification here. Wow. Yeah, this flew back. So Leo's been going through a transformation, probably from the last Leo season, maybe from last Lionsgate or something like that. Lionsgate has been coming up a lot with my in my white light oracle. But also you have to realize like that we all have our certain timings for like certain things that happen. Like for me, around like St. Patrick's Day is kind of like a yearly kind of cycle. It's a loop for me. And so Leo, this might be, because like I said, it fell all the way there. Like you might have gone through Scorpio season after your birthday and really maybe been going through like a dark night of the soul or something like that. Somebody else just got that as well. And we do. The reason why is because retrograde season, right? All the things that we've sown, all the seeds that we've sown come back, and then we have to deal with them. And then the universe gives us another scenario like the one we just went through to see if we navigate it in a different way. And if we don't learn the lesson, then we have to go through the whole scenario. So if you date somebody and it turns out awful, and then you meet someone else and they're exactly like them, but you don't do anything different, like it's gonna turn out awful again or whatever, you're not learning the lesson. It's not the other person. Who's the common denominator? Somebody needed to hear that, because I wasn't even talking about dating or anything like that. But messages on the bottom. Yes, it's messages. Sometimes it's so literal. But let's go ahead and just like intuition. Oh wow. I'm getting major chills right now. I feel like somebody just I say somebody, I say entity. Entity is not like a scary whatever, but like sometimes it's an angel or sometimes it's a whatever. But I feel like something just stepped into the reading. Wow, intuition, and we get the woman. This is you sitting in your feminine energy. This is not saying you are a woman. Intuition is all about receiving, right? Receiving the messages that the birds are telling you, or that the universe, or the knocks on the door, or the car horns, or the train sounds, or the universe is constantly talking to us. When you lose your keys, whenever something happens, I'm like, okay, is this keeping me from, it's a timing thing, right? It's all of these things that we think are coincidences are not coincidences. It's the universe trying to get our attention. Okay, and so I feel like Leos have really been tapping into this feminine intuitive side of theirs, where instead of they're talking, they're listening more, they're receiving, and that's the energy they've been in, regardless of what their gender or the plumbing is. Okay, So I want to go ahead and clarify this tenderness for me, please. Oh, tenderness around abundance. The fish can mean money, but it really means about abundance, about the flow of wealth. I'm wondering, is it tenderness? Can you give me a little more? Or on the bottom, no love, feeling no love. Okay, because I was like, is this tenderness like feeling tender like in a bad way, or feeling tender like and feeling, you know, feeling more tender towards yourself as far as finances are concerned? But it's definitely like feeling like finances have eluded. Just heard eluded. I'm like, oh well, somebody's talking now. Finances have eluded you, but abundance, feeling that wealth, feeling that, you know, whatever you find wealth. Some people, they have all the money in the world, but they have no family, right? So they want to be more abundant in a family aspect, or having people around them, or whatever it is. But this, whatever is important to you, that is currency to you, you have not felt like you've been in that scenario. Now I feel like you're just, oh, baby bird. Yeah, baby bird, taking little tiny steps towards nurturing yourself, showing up in the world as a person that does have abundance, not always in that scarcity mindset. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this transparency. I'm loving these readings. They're feeling really good. Messages, transparency, yeah, what you're speaking, the things you're saying, how you're showing up, how you be, right? How you show up in the world. That's what this reading is about. You're being transparent. And people think, oh, well, if you're transparent, you're vulnerable. No, actually, I am so much more vulnerable these days, because I can't get hurt by anybody. Why? Because I don't put my faith in other people to make me feel good or feel bad. So I feel so much more open and so much more transparent and so much more, I don't feel like I have to hide things or, you know, scenario. Now, let's be smart, right? You can't tell everybody your business or anything like that. And I show up, I match people's energy. So if they're only going to give me a little bit, I'm only going to give them a little bit, right? Like I only do a tete-a-tete, Six of Pentacles type of relationship with people. But what I don't do is lie to them anymore. I may omit information just depending on who they are and what that, like, how they are in my life. I don't need to tell everybody what I did last night or who I went out with or where I went. You know what I mean? Like, but this is more on like how you actually communicate with people. Like, are you terse and are you behind and like afraid to like, hey, I love that sweater of yours, because then you're like, oh, and then she's gonna think like I'm a total wuss or whatever and like not have any respect for me because I was complimenting her or something like that, right? It's like, instead of worrying about, just be like, that was a great sweater, I wonder where she got it. Looks really cute. Maybe I can find one similar that looks great on me or something like that, right? It's going down two separate rabbit holes. And so I feel like you're just being a lot more honest with yourself and with other people. Do we want to clarify duality? Okay, no need. Because I feel like all of this is just like, you can be all of the things. You can be intuitive and you can be in your feminine energy and you can be in your masculine energy and you can be abundant. This is a both and card. Right? This is integration. This is saying that I can be all of the things. I can be the person that just went through whatever I went through and have these experiences, but I can also be open, right? And be vulnerable. And like I said, discernment. We have to use discernment, right? Like who you're going to be vulnerable with, but it's not really talking about who it's with. It's about how you feel, how you view yourself, how you are showing up, and you're being transparent. And that's amazing. Because that card could have come out in the reverse, right? Let's get some tarot on this. All right, Leos. Let me go give her a shuffle. Woo! The humidity. I feel wet, and not in a good way. This house doesn't have AC. I was like, I will not be coming back to this one. And let me never say never, but I will choose not to, if I can help it, not come back to this house because the AC is not working. Six of Waters, Six of Cups, Six of Water in reverse. Intuition in the past. Not being able to connect. Because this is about like feeling connected to home, to space, to family, to whatever it is. Okay. You had to disconnect. That's this transformation. You had to disconnect from people. You had to disconnect from family. You had to disconnect from communities. You had to disconnect from a workplace. You had to disconnect. That's this big transformation that yeah, as I get a pinch on my foot. That's the transformation that Cancer and is still going through. But having to navigate with their intuition. Very similar to Cancer. Cancer in their middle, in their present energy, was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to break this curse, this generational curse. I'm going in blind, but I'm going to do it. And I feel like Leo just went through that. Really interesting. I love how these readings bleed into each other. Let's go ahead and get message for okay. Clarify transparency. All I have to do is ask. I realized I didn't put the intention out there. I thought it would just, we've got 6 of Earth. Talk about that 6 of Pentacles, right? Look, oh, look at the, I'm just noticing that these, you know, the mirroring and the 6 of Pentacles is all about mirroring. It's like you give and I give, we give the same thing. That's what I was saying, is being transparent with your wealth, with your people, with the, this is like, I will only give to the people that are giving exactly what I get back. Or, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like being transactional. It's talking about not overgiving. It's talking about not being a people pleaser. It's talking about reading the room and realizing who the people really are. Do they take your energy or do they add? Right? Are they soul suckers? Do you, when you somebody calls on the phone and you're like, ooh, do you pick it up? Or do you say, oh, I'll wait till later. I don't feel like that energy drain right now. Right? That's your first clue on the 6 of Pentacles. And you're not going to do anything, I don't think, also rewarding. And I'm not saying don't do any like volunteer work, whatever, that's rewarding. But I just feel like Leos are very, very cognizant of their energy and what they have to give and what their idea of wealth is, you know, because Leos can definitely have that showmanship kind of, they can be very, get tied up into a lot of materials. Just no judgment. Just saying, one of the few signs, like Pisceans are not really big into like material things. Like these are generalizations, okay? But it's an energy of each of them. So I feel like there's just, Leo is coming in a balance. Like, what are the things that I need? What are the things that I don't need, right? Do I need to spend $10 on a venti latte every day? Or should I put that money in my savings account, right? Just being really practical about it. We've got a 4 of Earth in reverse here. Transparency with messages, 4 of Earth. So yeah, and this, I'm getting more family vibes of this. Like, people, like, there are foundations in your life here. Oh yeah, you're being transparent, all right. And that did kind of fall over here, right? This is like, that's why I'm like, I know you're like somewhere mid in this energy, right? Because this is family, this is foundations. These are things that you built with people that now are either being taken down by towers, or you're taking them down yourself, or, you know, the universe, like I said, a tower will come in and do it for you, but you're being transparent about your voicing, because we've got the messages here, what you are communicating to people. And I feel like you're doing it in not like a screw you, burning bridges type of way, but I definitely feel that you're not, if someone upsets you or something, you're not holding back. You're not holding back. You're not holding back. You're being transparent. You're not lying to yourself or others anymore, even if it means that you can't build with them, or that you don't want to build with them, or that you're not going to build with them. And you're allowing yourself, first of all, you're allowing yourself to feel that. You're allowing yourself to be that. You're allowing yourself to execute on that. Powerful, Leo. Hell yeah. Okay, okay. This fell right here, 7 of Swords. I was asking about, you know, clarify duality. I actually didn't say it. This fell here. See, it's like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, Leo. It's all falling on this, like, this family. And the 6 of Pentacles are people, like, treating me the way they're supposed to be, whatever, is an equal tete-a-tete. The 4 of Earth, there's some foundations that I don't want to build with this person, or I need to tear it down. Because we've got the 7 of Air, and it fell out kind of like just almost like horizontal, right? You're trying to suss out, because especially with this particular card, versus the 7 of Swords, because the 7 of Swords can be like sneaking out or anything like that. But this particular card, look, there's this one beautiful creature here, and there's all of these, like, these different, let me see. There's ducks and geese and all of these different foul, I was going to say foul feathered, but feathered friends here. I feel like I'm yelling at you, sorry. Yeah, all of these different people vying for this one's attention here. And Leo is like discerning, like, yes, no, yes, yes. You're cool, you suck, you're cool. But I think it's more, what was it, like, you suck, you're cool. You know, it's that movie. Yeah. Leo's definitely using their little sort of discernment on this. Got a 4 of water, another 4. 4s, you might be seeing 4, 4, 4 as well. We also have 2, 7s on the board? 2 6s, 2 4s. Well, we had the 4 on the bottom. I feel like there was another 7 here. Wasn't there another 7? No. Okay. Don't mind me. Okay. So that's a future energy because it flew forward. Obviously, I was going to clarify with 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, man. And it's in the future. It's farther in the future than this card, or else it would have fallen right here. But the 3 of Pentacles is, but look at how look at her. I love the imagery. I'm so glad I was drawn to these cards today. Because it's looking out there as like, we might be able to hang out together. We might be able to play together, but I am looking at you, mofo. Like, are you going to give me that 6 of Pentacles energy? Are you going to be the person that you say? Are you going to show up the way you're supposed to? Are you going to be a kind person, even when you're in a crappy mood? Or are you going to just all of a sudden feel like you can take me for granted or say something to me in a shitty way because we're friends? Or supposedly friends or something like that, right? It's like how people treat you on a day-to-day basis. So there's this duality. Yeah, you're going to be integrated and you're going to allow people back in your life, but you're going to be very discerning. We went from this 4 of Pentacles, right? There's an 8 to the 3 of Pentacles, which means we've got a pentacle here. We've got 3 Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, it's all about the numbers for you, Leo, today. Very interesting. I have not dove into any of the numerology today. But this 3 of Pentacles with the 4, you're going from the 4, like a stable, like 4 square, like foundation, to like 3, like there's me and maybe 2 other people. You're keeping your circle a lot smaller now, a lot more discernment, and you're really going to vet who you allow to be around you and to be in your energy, especially when it comes to like your actual space, your living space, right? We are energetically and just regularly, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time around. So you may say, I don't like this mofo, but you may be hanging out with them all the time. And what you don't know is that you're taking on a lot of their energy and not just their energy, but their mannerisms, their this, that, and the other. You are the average. Like I said, if there's somebody that you don't like, don't hang around with them. Even if you have to work with them, you still don't have to like spend intimate time with them. You can get a new hobby and say, oh, I'm starting to design or something like that. I don't have time to do this. I've got to go do this. I've got work to do. I can't hang out. I can't whatever. I got to work on me, right? However you need to do it. Let's see here. Nope, I don't need this one. Okay, we're going to go into this. I'm like, I feel like it's already like a heavy read, but we're going to, woo, Eagle. Yeah. Deciding who you're going to touch. This flew right up here at the very top. It's deciding because Eagle energy is all about like speaking the truth. Caw-caw. That's my eagle. Caw-caw. This is deciding who you're going to speak to, who you're going to share your downloads with. I say your downloads, which means like your ideas or your time or whatever it is. Like you're going to be, it's just all about that discerning, that eagle eye. There's so much visual like going in here. Like, am I going to let them come close or whatever? Let's see how they act. Let's see how they are. Am I going to speak to them? Am I going to waste my breath on these people? Right? I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I'm like, do we need anything else? I'm like, we'll just ask. Lightning. Yeah. You had an epiphany. Ooh, the owl. I'm going to take these. I'm taking that off the bottom. Anyway, yeah. This is the overall, the owl, discernment. Look at that owl. Whoo, I see you. Whoo. That was weird. Right? Epiphany, not being afraid. A lot of like, this is big energy. Eagle, lightning. This is knowing. This is that intuition. But this is like getting the hits. Like you might start, your claircognizance might be coming up on too. I'm just getting with this. This is definitely, because this is download energy. And as I was saying, we had another thing of download energy. I don't know. We were just talking about it. Downloads, meaning you might start getting flashes of people, like, or already know, like you meet them and you're like, oh, I already know who you are. You remind me of this person, whatever, because they have the same mannerisms or whatever, the way they, not mannerisms, but the way they go about things, like with their friendships or the people that they're around or whatever. You're like, oh, I know that energy and I'm going to stay away. Like, I think there's just this knowing. It's that duality, that integration of not just your intuition, but the universe also giving you the hints and the clues around you of like who the people are around you. And you're just this owl in the background. You know, I got my owlie, right? This is the owl, not saying anything, eyes wide open, super dilated, and dialed into what is going on around. Oh my gosh, Leo. Powerful. These have been such great readings. I'm going to go ahead and get a little advice, and then we're going to jump off. Okay. Wow, I'm all jazzed up now. Love fire energy. Ooh, the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Wow, lots of hits, lots of downloads, lots of just, yeah, information coming in. Ow, as my toe tingles on this side down. Yeah, you are getting intuitive hits all over the place. That you are being informed and you know it. I love it. Let's go ahead and just get one of these because they're just nice and light to end on. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Yeah, the universe is like guiding you. It's just like little sheep herder, kind of like, you know, just follow the staff of the universe is your shepherd. Allah, God, whatever you believe in is your shepherd. And they're going to bring you to the people that are right. They're going to let you know the right-minded thinking and the energy of love. It is conspiring. This is one of my mantras, actually, whenever I start getting a little anxious or anything like that. The universe is conspiring to make things work out for me. And man, oh man, I can't tell you how much this has changed my life. I love you so much, Leo. Mwah. Ciao for now. We'll see you soon. Bye.